Hey guys, good evening from my home city rather, of Toronto, Ontario, just outside of St. Clair subway station here in the city's Midtown area. It's not a borough, but it's basically the physical city center. I don't know if anybody calls that, but it might as well be because we're kind of like smack dab middle of the city. But yeah, it is a Monday evening election night here in Toronto. I voted earlier today when I got back from school, and maybe I'll talk a little bit about that as I go along here. But also, I wanted to do a walking video at night for a while because, you know, Halloween is a week from now, today being October the 24th, 2022. And plus, you know, I want to test out the lighting as well. So I decided to... Sorry? Oh! Sorry. Cheers. I thought he was addressing me for a second, or even like... oh my god. I thought he was addressing me. That kind of like startled me for a second. But anyway, as long as he wasn't giving me shit about, you know, recording and stuff, that's fine. Yeah, we're here at Yonge and St. Clair. I thought of doing a walking video along Vaughan Road, but I'm going to save that for another day. I think on St. Clair, you get like a lot more light. So, there's a look south down Yonge, and a look north. It's been a while since I've done a walking video on the streets. And, you know, what's the better time to do it at night even, because as I just mentioned, Halloween is coming up. And nope, it is actually not so late at night. It's quite early though, 7:55. Took the streetcar to get here. Again, I'm not so far from where I live. Probably took at least probably 30 minutes. It took like 30 minutes. Why? Because, you know, I was debating whether I should take the 63 Ossington bus or just the subway down to St. Clair West and think about where to go. That smell of pizza's coming from that Pizzaolo down there. Is that when the subway train arrived, someone called my name as she stepped out of the train, and it was my friend. It was my best friend whom I haven't seen since graduation. She and I went to school together. Oh, there's something coming here. Oh, that's a fire truck just turning the other way from Yonge Street. Look at that, eh? City lights at night. Just after, a bit after the afternoon/evening rush. But yeah, and I'm not gonna mention names or anything, but even if you remember, you probably know who I'm talking about. It's the girl that, it's actually the girl that lives in my old area, actually on my old street. So, yeah, I was like in shock. I was so surprised. It was all unintentional. And she was coming back from school because she had like basketball practice. Yeah, she's like a year younger than me, but it was good reuniting. You know, we used to take the 32 bus to school almost every morning, and then we would take the subway up to where we went to school at Bathurst and Finch. So it's been a while, old friend. Though I'm not sure if I told her that, you know, I'm doing this. I mean, I'm already like well known around the city. Look at that. There's the election coverage from CP24. Man, what's the time now? 7:50. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, you can't really see it. There you go. There it is. Yep, it's 3 minutes left until the polls close. And because it's just a municipal election, I'm just gonna say who I voted for. I voted for Gil Penalosa. And this brings me to the point that I want to talk about, you know, what's really needed for the city and stuff. As I mentioned before, John Tory, you know, who's the incumbent mayor, he's been kind of soft since, you know, his handling of the pandemic. I mean, he's not so terrible, but, oh, what the hell. Oh my god, seriously, this is what I'm talking about. State Toronto needs to like fix the little cracks and other stuff in the sidewalk and pavement. Could cause an injury right there. My god. But as I was saying, you know, there's a lot of issues that needed to be discussed, how to like move things going forward. And then, you know, everyone's been, you know, the whole debate's been like surrounding the topics of transit, affordable housing, garbage pickup, policing, and all that sort of stuff. It's not that like we're in a desperate state of repair or anything. It's just, you know, everybody has their own entitlement, you know, to their own opinion. I'm not trying to be biased or anything, but you know, that's pretty much what I think. I did say in other walking videos though, but I will say it again. I support Gil Penalosa's plan because, hey, there's a streetcar, flex the outlook. Because he plans to build at least like 5 like bus rapid transit lines that should have been, or actually corridors rather, you know, like on Eglinton, Morningside, Kingston. They still haven't even done that for Jane Street and Dufferin Street yet, which are important priorities because, you know, those routes, first of all, those 2 streets are very busy, and second, those routes are very crowded. You know, we got the local and express contemplating each other. So it's a really big deal because, you know, even though COVID's still around, everything is like back to normal, like it's like 2019, early 2020. So a lot of priorities had to be made, and also we need a couple more subway lines. I'm definitely in support. I know the Ontario government was considering of you know, extending the Chevron, which it should have done years ago. But also they should just commit funding anyway. I mean, us Torontonians, you know, pay our taxes and stuff. I'm not sure that's true. I mean, the financial stuff is kind of complicated, kind of too young for that, but you know, again, that's what I think. And then you got the housing crisis. It's actually a big problem here. And even he himself proposed to build more. He believes in that type of urbanism shit because he feels confident. And, you know, I read his, you know, statement, he wants to build a better Toronto, and, you know, he's appeared in all sorts of media, CBC, CP24. So we need good change for the better. And honestly, with inflation and, oh my gosh, it's not that affordable to just own a home or rent stuff here, and, you know, holding property taxes and stuff. It's crazy. But that's pretty much the main concern for all of us, you know, the need for affordable housing, because, you know, as the largest city in Canada, this city is very expensive, and, you know, things were affordable back then, like in, like, let's say 2012, early 2010s, where you could pretty much afford an apartment or like a house. Can't do that anymore in 2022. And here's Avenue Road. And forgot to mention, we are currently in the Deer Park neighborhood. Actually, Deer Park on this side, Forest on the other side. They are both very affluent neighborhoods where the rich people live. And I forgot to mention, I haven't done a walking video in this direction heading west since 2020. It was like New Year's Eve. It was like during the peak days of COVID, and I had like a gimbal. I just haven't done this part of St. Clair in a while, and then, you know, I like this area a lot, so. Of course, north of here in the middle of Avenue Road is, you can't even see it, but it's a all-boys private school, Upper Canada College. I think the polls are closed already because I think it should be 8 p.m. And it is, it's 8:02. It is 8:02. Well, actually, the polls in Vaughan and Hamilton are a bit delayed, so. Holy shit, she's going fast. But on my way here, the streetcar stopped at every single stop. I mean, it still took like less than 10 minutes, but still. I really don't get to do a lot of videos at a dark, and besides, this is the only time I have to like technically do YouTube, because you know it's midterm season. I have an exam on Friday, but don't you worry, I did get some studying done at the library. You guys already, and I probably might have gave you so many hints, but by now you guys should probably know which university I go to. Like that includes like the name and the, you know, the campus. So as it is, hey, here's Forest Hill Road. Again, this is the south end of Forest Hill. South of St. Clair, though, is I think the Raffnelly neighborhood. It's also pretty affluent as well. Look, you got some old houses that are boarded up. Okay, I know it's like so dark, you know, Halloween coming over, but you walk around these type of neighborhoods, and you know you gotta like look for like spooky, scary stuff, right? I know I was gonna pick Vaughan Road for this, but I just changed my mind. Maybe I'll do it like on closer or on Halloween. Really, as long as I wanted to get something done. And besides, you know, I like nighttime. I like seeing the city vibes at night. Of course, I'm gonna go straight home right after this. Wasn't gonna go back out tonight, but kind of glad I did, because you know I got to see my friend, which was unintentional, was unplanned, and I was pretty surprised to see her out that late. Well, she's wondering where I was heading to, but so. There is a view of the skyline on when we hit Spadina Road. The dog barking from that apartment there. From Sir Winston Churchill. You know, the little major park. Who's that dog barking at? There's a notable church here, forgot the name of it. Apparently this is a voting station today. Oh man, chill out. No big deal. Or even imagine if you're walking right by a church and you hear like a like organ music, somebody playing toccata, and you know that I call the Halloween organ piece by Bach. Imagine that. Also, no, I don't really watch scary movies. I mean, I've seen pieces of it and a couple Lovers, but it wasn't really my thing, and nor my parents grew up on that, even though my mom did enjoy Halloween. So maybe when we hit a residential neighborhood in another video, maybe we'll talk about that. I don't know. But she got a bit terrified from Nightmare on Elm Street. What about The Shining? What about this and that? There's my shadow in there. Forgot to mention, you know, the 512 streetcar line. It's been around since like 2010. So, fairly new, I guess. I don't know. But I know there used to be a bus that's right along St. Clair before that. Don't remember the route number though. So I'm gonna end this video off at Bathurst Street, or actually maybe not Bathurst, probably St. Clair West Station. I'll probably even head inside and take the subway home, or as people call it in Quebec or in Europe or Asia, the Metro. There's a lot of low-rise apartments here. Look, I see an old elevator. Probably an Otis Lexon, or is it whatever it is. Here's Russell Hill Road. I feel like these low-rise apartments have a lot of these vintage elevators, but I bet you half of them have been modern. You know something? I haven't filmed an elevator video in like over a month. I have not had time to do that. Or every time I go like somewhere, it's, you know, it's either like modernized or it's boring or it's, you know, it's the same place, same thing. I am tempted to cross over to the other side, but there's no countdown signal, or it hasn't been activated yet. I really want to do more of these night walking videos. I still haven't gotten a comment. I don't know how all the other YouTubers gotten comments like this, but I still haven't gotten a comment about do Jane Finch at night, although 2 people have considered me doing Jane Finch in general. I will get there at some point. That's my mom's old area. Actually, she's more nostalgic about that than Birch Cliff, so I will get out there. Maybe not at night, and maybe not with this camera, though, probably with my phone. But that could be an even vulnerable situation, because most of the incidents were basically most of those incidents have been what is it? Like because I'm filming with a phone and it just pisses them off. I think there's only 2 times where this specific camera has really offended them. Most recently, like 2 Saturdays ago, I was editing a walking video, like not too far from where I live, at Marley and Lawrence, waiting for the bus. And then I almost got harassed by these 2 friggin' ladies who were saying you shouldn't be filming people in their voices. Too friggin' bad. You're in public. You are in friggin' public. You know that for sure. And besides, carrying a phone or cameras is the new norm of that. So I'm trying not to swear, but a big letter F. You. Yes, that's right. Without even swearing. A little bit of an F and a U. There's the CN Tower. Would have been better if it was on the other side, but I didn't know you can get a good shot from here. And it's lit up in purple tonight. I like that. Oh, look, you got the financial district off over there. Other than that, it's like most of the time, this is why I always gotta bring up about this shit, because, you know, some people don't understand. Even when it comes to like people like owning businesses or security guards and stuff. Okay, well, I understand that, you know, if they don't want to be like, be on camera, but you still got no choice. Again, you got no privacy in public. I mean, the only time that when you can't do this is you shove the camera into that person's face, or intentionally, that's when you don't do that. But here, us freaking YouTubers are just doing this. We're just walking around vlogging and stuff. I don't know why people have to take offense and, start like shit and stuff. And plus, I'm not gonna really say much anymore because you guys are gonna get offended, even when I'm not swearing and stuff. And even though I am cutting back on that, but can't promise. But still, as I mentioned before, people gotta mind their own friggin' business. That's my case. Don't like it? Too bad. You're out in public, so. And plus, you're on a public street. Of course, that's why I don't film in malls anymore. Or next time, if I really want to film inside a mall or anything, I'm gonna grab permission from the management. That's what I'm gonna do from now on. Yes, I love malls. I love the Inn Center, going to all these different places. But like neighborhood malls and like Sherway, Yorkdale, that kind of stuff, yeah, private property. And it's definitely not. And besides, when you're walking out, like you're being watched by people. So, well, okay, not people in general, but security and stuff. That's why they got cameras everywhere. It's the new norm. What the hell do they freaking care about? I swear this is a resumption of the original section of Walmart Road. Right by the annex. Okay. Enough rambling about. I know you guys like my rants and stuff. But it's true because we live in a time where everyone is basically screwed up, and as I mentioned before, I kind of like and hate people equally. Because again, ew, that's disgusting, man. But that's the way it goes. That's life. Talk to Elton McFall about it. I mean, I do the same style of videos as him. He knows what it's all about because, you know, he's old school and stuff. I'm on part of the younger side. I even make comments on a couple of his videos about, you know, the generations and stuff. Go to his videos if you want more advice about that, but still. We could get, like, a bit rowdy and a bit crazy and stuff, but, us Canadians, you know, we're on the very, chill side, and, but that's why, as I mentioned before, some Americans are really, like, jealous or they don't like us sometimes because, you know, oh, we're so nice, but, like, I'm not being biased, I'm not really insulting anybody. I do welcome everybody who, you know, watches my content of, you know, and definitely, and you know, I thank you guys for that. You guys are the best, and, you know, people like you have really continued to show your support for me. But definitely not those that encourage any bullshit, you know, like when that troll that asked me, that asked me, can I go to Ottawa just to film stuff? Hell no. Hell no. Who the hell wants to go to Ottawa just to film one stupid thing for a viewer? Ottawa's a freaking 4-hour drive from here. Like, why would I go to Ottawa just to do, like, one small thing? Not a big friggin' deal. Not a big deal at all. God, I hate when people have to ask me questions like that. So I kind of said something nasty at that person because he was really ticking me off and a few other people. Yeah, F you. And I'm pretty sure that's why I lost a subscriber. Because of that prick. There's Loblaws. That's the nearest one to me. And there is St. Clair West Station. Now we're on the borders of York and Old Toronto. I mean, we're on the York side right now. And yes, it's surprising that York extends to this part of town. It's crazy how I'm all the way, didn't take me that long. Look, Orion 7 NG diesel broken down here. I wonder what's up with that. Is it a bus I've been on before? I have a note of all the buses that I've been on, of like all like type that's active and stuff. There's Bathurst Street. I could just finish up over there, but maybe not. The subway's right there. It's like it's right here anyway. Like, what's the point? I'll just go in anyway. I remember, I vaguely forgot that the 7 Bathurst, which is up ahead on Bathurst Street, used to have a branch that would terminate here at St. Clair West, but they removed it. I really think the TTC should reinstate that. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for this one. I honestly hope the right person or the right candidate who gets gets another term, will succeed in leading in our city to, you know, whatnot and all that stuff. Big night tonight, so I'm gonna go back home and probably watch the election, maybe even watch the Leafs Raptors game. So, yeah, guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, please leave a like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Stay tuned for more videos. Check out my others as well. And if you want to support the channel, you really like my stuff, don't hesitate to send me a token of appreciation via PayPal or with super thanks. Whatever the amount is, it's generally appreciated. Have a great week, guys. Happy Monday. Oh, and it's a week from now. Happy Halloween. Adios. Bye-bye.